Hi everyone. Once again, I'm here with my beautiful daughter Marissa.
Hi.
Something that we were talking about the other day was she said that a lot of white women who have mixed babies, black, white, multiracial, biracial, whatever, are inboxing her about how to, um, yeah,
Honestly, they'll message me about how to, not how to raise them necessarily, but
to handle.
to how to handle certain situations that their child might be going through, as well as, you know, simple things like how to take care of their hair and things like that. Yeah.
So we thought she asked me to help her answer some of those questions. For me, I am of color. We have established that. But let's face it, I am not black. I don't have, although some people might see me as black, I'm not. So that plight of that is not mine. So for me, I can relate to the Caucasian mother raising a mixed child because that's not who I am in my totality, and I can't relate as well. Now, although they have their father to do that, if you are a single mother per se, I'm assuming these mothers were a single mother. If the father is in their lives and you're in the relationship or whatever, lean on that. Lean on that, and you've already made a right decision in contacting someone like Marissa that you trust her opinion, and you can and she can relate to that. One, to being black, and number two, having a mother like you in my situation, and being mixed. I dealt with those issues of her hair. Oh my God, seriously, to a point where I wanted to just hurt other people that were making my child feel this way, But I'm here to tell you that like I said, I've already taken a right step. And my first thing is I'm going to ask Marissa what I did most that helped her, I guess. First of all, I can actually answer that question, and then I want you to answer that question. My mother is Caucasian, 100% white. Although my hair is not exactly like that of someone of black descent, it's still different, and it's naturally curly, and it changed as I grew, all of that. My mother, the first thing she never did is make me feel weird. She never made me feel like, well, what is this? And honestly, she made me feel like it was a part of me and it was beautiful. And if anyone said any differently, then that's on them. Because it's obvious in my community that I grew up, as I established before, mostly Caucasian people. We're talking blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay, so I knew that I was different. I'm not stupid. But my mom first of all, never made me feel like it was bad or different. So that was the first thing she did. And it also wasn't a topic that I had to discuss all the time or someone brought it up. So I feel like sometimes if you have to let your child come to you with those questions. And I'm actually asked by some relatives of mine that have mixed kids, what to do. And I tell them this: do it just like you would any other issue. You show them love. You show them the beauty in the way God made them. And that's what my mom did for me, that at that age, I didn't quite understand. But as I grew older and realized everyone's wanting the curls or wanting this or wanting that, it was a blessing. It at least laid that foundation. So what did I do for you? Hopefully I did something.
You did. I think a lot of what helped me, because, not in every situation, but in my situation, is you are also mixed. So seeing you love yourself.
That's true.
And accept yourself, flaws and all, flaws and differences and all, it showed me what I should do.
Yeah. And I feel like the hair is going to be a huge issue when your children, especially your girls, first start school. They're going to want that straight, fine hair. And something that I feel like I wish Michaela was here for, she never had that. It was those beautiful, tight little curls from day one. This one's hair was bone straight until she was about 15 months old. Mine also changed as I grew. I have a nickname of Curly. I'm not joking. It was not curly until I was like 4 or 5. Then it went straight again. And then I hit about 14 and it just went like that. So as my hair changed, and it will, and your child's will, I just embraced it. And my mom just taught me, like she was saying. And you might not have, like, I am of color, so I stood high and I held my head high, and I could probably be more relatable to her. But you, if your daughter goes to school with those little cute little fro puffs, as I call them, you walk her in the same way. I don't care if you have to rat and tease your hair up, you know. And also get her around other people like her, whether it's via us on YouTube.
Sorry.
You can name more than I can.
YouTube, okay? When I tell you that now, you know, when I started discovering YouTube, I was still going through the transition of loving my hair specifically. I started watching YouTube for my hair specifically. I decided that I was going to stop straightening it. I was going to try to start loving my natural hair. I went natural, and I started watching people like Sunkiss Alba and Shameless Maya, and people who were shameless about their natural hair and their, you know, and other things in their face and things like that. But, you know, watching people, the internet is so amazing because it connects you to somebody and people around the world,
yeah.
yes, who are like you. And so
tap into it is what she's saying. And that's something that I wish I had growing up. As I wish I had as a mother raising her daughters or her children, period. And it's not just hair. Your child is going to, I think other questions that I've gotten is just a skin tone and down to their speech. They expect them to come across speaking, I don't even know what, but I refuse to say what other people say because I can't stand it. But you're going to have all these battles, you know, and if you're not in a community that is diverse, you have to branch out and get your child that education and that experience, that exposure. I got my girls out. They were modeling, whatever, and of course they were begging me to do that. Whether it's a sport, because they played gymnastics, she was a competitive cheerleader, soccer, softball. We did whatever. Get them out there. Branch out. Go to a different city. Teach them. Show them that they are not freaks, that there are other people like them, and that they embrace who they are. Not just their hair, but their skin and everything. Okay? And because your children are not going to be old enough to realize that we had a biracial president. But they can see that it happened, and really, really, really branch out, get a local and support system and an outward support system that you can go to for these problems. Whether that's me, whether that's Marissa, whether that's Michaela, whether that's any person on YouTube. There's these mixed and happy interracial dating. I mean, there's so many websites, Facebook pages, everything that you can do. But the most important thing, and I hope that she can vouch for me, is just show them love and support. If that's really the number one thing, because it's not easy.
And depending on how young your son or daughter is, or daughters, plural, whatever, I think that for me, growing up, still sometimes now, to this day, you know, she or my father would be like, oh, you should go this way. And I naturally would want to go that way. Okay, if your kids are like that,
I help you. Sorry.
We're awesome. Anyways, if your kids are like that, come to them with, you know, ideas and material in a different way. Think of a different approach. For example, you know, look on YouTube for these curly hair tutorials and be like, oh, you know, I came across this video and she had this really awesome hairstyle that I think will look amazing on you. And then show your child the video. And, you know, in most of these videos, they give you like 10 at least hairstyles and stuff like that to embrace your natural hair. And odds are he or she is going to want to try at least a few of them. And if you think that if your kid would be more prone to taking that kind of advice versus you coming to them like, oh, you should try this, because they look at you like, Mom,
You're gonna get you.
You're just mom.
You don't really even do that to me. I get more. Well, you don't know what it's like to be black, which is, you know what? So what do? I equip them with the people and the tools that can teach them, and not do I just do that. The biggest thing too is never ever approach your child before they approach you about a topic. Be aware of the. Go ahead.
Sorry, that is another point. Don't
worry too much before you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Don't like for me. A lot of the problem was like I didn't know that things were quote wrong until someone brought them up. Not you, but like people in general. They'd be like for example, you're not going to be naturally afraid of the dark or something like that. It's until the idea is instilled in your mind that there's something wrong with it or something scary about it. Then the fear or the uncomfortability
is no. The ignorance is no longer there. The blinders have been taken off, so to speak. So when that happens to your child, and I tell the people that I do speak about this topic with, it will happen at school age. It will. They're going to go to kindergarten, and if it doesn't happen the first day, it's going to happen the first month. I guarantee you. That they're going to know they're different because their bubble just got a little bit bigger. So just anticipate it, expect it, but don't go, okay, we're going to start school, and don't start addressing problems basically before they exist. Know they're coming. Know it will happen, especially if you live in an area that is not that diverse. And just embrace it. That's the biggest thing you can do. And once it happens, lay low, just chill, relax. It's going to be okay. And branch out, like we said, with the tools and the people and the support system that you have established, okay? And that's why preparation is key, but not overreacting. So that's the best advice I can give to you. And just love your babies because they're yours and God gave them to you, and know you're doing all you can.
Enough. If you want to, send your sons and daughters to my blog page, and because I have a blog up on it about growing up as a mixed person, and yes, it's that Curl Girl. You can look me up on Facebook. There's a link to my actual website there. So
and go to my Authentic Me. I am going to continue a series of this, and if you have questions, inbox me, message me, whatever, because as a mother, I know what it's like to raise multiracial kids and being one. So I kind of get the feel of both worlds. Like I said, my entire family is Caucasian. And trust me when I say I understand where your kids are coming from. So hit us up. We're here to help you. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.